So it's a little known fact, but it's true. If you treat people like fish, even though they're not fish, they too will begin to smell. Hello everyone, I'm Craig Ross, CEO of Verus Global. The fact is, the way the world is developing leaders isn't working. Yet we're seeing organizations over and over and over again invest in an outdated model. According to Forbes, the Association of Talent Development, and others, we're spending in the United States alone around $20 billion annually on leadership development. And according to the research, there's only 20% of that investment is actually resulting in learning transfer. In other words, outcomes that benefit the organization that are making that investment. We call this method that's most commonly used to develop leaders the dirty fish tank training model. Imagine for a moment that you and I walk into an office, we're meeting with a CEO, and suddenly we smell something. There's a large fish tank over in the corner, and it's filled with murky, yellow, scummy water. And we can barely see the fish. The CEO goes about his business, we begin our meeting, and quickly thereafter, some gentlemen come in, and they're dressed in overalls, and in the back of their overalls it says, fish tank cleaners. And we watch them over the shoulder of the CEO. They take out this little net, and they scoop out one of the fish. And then they put the fish down in a little like petri dish. And they take out these tiny brushes, and they clean the fish. Then they put them back into the murky water. After a little while, we can't hold back our curiosity. So we approach the CEO and we say, what on earth is taking place? And he looks at us confused. He says, haven't you ever seen a fish tank get cleaned before? This is exactly how most organizations are going about developing their leaders. They're removing them from the tank, from the system, the environment within which they operate. They're cleaning them, and then they're putting them back into the system. At the beginning of this video, I said, if you treat people like fish, even they too will begin to smell. Because here's what really hurts. We put these leaders back into the system, and then when they can't make the behavioral and the business changes that we expect as outcomes as a result of the significant investment we made in them, who's blamed? That leader is blamed. Or the people who provided the training are blamed. And so what do? We move that trainer on and we move that leader on and we replace them with another leader. This is wrong. What has to happen is twofold. That of course leadership development is critical in the context, of course, of also evolving the system around the leader. The only way it really works is when we develop leaders in the context of team. And now the system changes with them. What does that look like specifically? You can ask yourself these questions. As we develop our leaders, are we also creating a common language? Are we also collectively developing an awareness so that our norms of thinking and actions elevate? And number 3, do we have a sustainable mechanism, a way to ensure that what's been learned is being consistently applied as we move forward together? You and I both know that if we experience a learning opportunity or experience together, our accountability to one another goes up. Because if I know that you know that we know the same thing, we're more likely to do it. The dirty fish tank training model. Where will you begin or advance this discussion around how your leaders are being developed in your organization so that you can serve your organization even more? Let's do big things.